Guys, this is Mike Barkoff. We're redoing Reels for Live Free, sister series to Twisted Track List. If you haven't seen that one, check it out. If you like what I'm doing, hit subscribe. But I was told not to tell people that at the start of the episode by Zach, so I'm going to try not to. But this time, I'm going to be talking about how to reinvent the Saw series. I want to start off by saying I love Spiral. I actually was a big fan of that. You can diss me, you can tell me I'm a piece of shit, whatever. I don't care. I liked Spiral. I didn't really like Jigsaw though. I mean, it wasn't that it was a horrible movie. I just saw the plot twist coming in. I mean, sure, you kind of could with Spiral too, but at least the ending felt like a Saw ending. It was more original and unique and memorable. Nonetheless, here we go. I think to reinvent the Saw series, you need to take off of the multiple characters suffering from the same thing storyline. I know that sounds like, what the hell, that's all Saw's about, but bear with me. I think you also need to take away from the cops being the people that are targeted kind of storyline. And I know Hoffman was a cop. He was the first person to take over Jigsaw, whatever it's called, accomplice, whatever. Um, but I started writing a script. It's called House Arrest, and it's just like Saw. It's like when they said Spiral from the Book of Saw, I was like, damn, some other ideas from the Book of Saw, and I came up with House Arrest. House Arrest is about a person that was supposed to go to jail, and obviously they didn't go to jail. They just got off on house arrest. One of the cops involved in the whole scenario ordeal, he thinks that that's wrong, so he decides that he's going to take over doing kind of what Jigsaw did, and he's going to try to get this dude even though the system couldn't get this dude. So what does he do? He boogie traps his house. So this is like a Home Alone meets Saw type thing, which I've seen a lot of people actually mention, and a lot of people actually have that theory kind of built up in their heads that, oh, Kevin McAllister, he's Jigsaw, John Kramer. Maybe, but but this wouldn't be Jigsaw. Obviously, you wouldn't have any ties to the original Saw films, making it from the Book of Saw perspective and subtitle and all that. But this would be a cop doing Jigsaw's work to someone who actually deserves it, which usually doesn't quite seem that. I mean, it does, but you're usually kind of forced to tug at your heart a little bit before they actually pull the curtain and they're like, oh, this person actually deserves it. From the start, you know this person deserves it. You know he falsely got off of the system, out of it, and he got a free pass, and the cop's pissed, and he's trying not to get him a free pass. So he sets up his house with booby traps. And like one thing I was kind of thinking was like, like say he killed someone or whatever, the dude that got off the with the free pass, and say like those bracelets, they only let you go so far. So say the dude cop like somehow triggers the door to open. Cop, not a cop, dog goes running or whatever, animal goes running. The criminal tries to chase after his animal. Can only go so far though. So like his thing starts beeping and he has to jump back and he has to let his animal go. Something like that, like something that's not, I mean, it doesn't need to be all bloody and over the place, which I think is also a really good direction to take the series if you're really trying to capitalize off of all the potential in the series. Something that's not so bloody, but it still can be bloody. Like there could be an unrated cut where there's a lot of blood. I'm not against the blood by any means, but it's just like ideas like that, and I mean that's obviously just one of the traps. That's probably like an early on one where the criminals realizing like, oh shit, like someone's fucking with me, something small and insignificant, but I know a lot of people are probably going to say, well, how does this whole film go on? Because, there's only so much you can do in a house. There's only so long you can make a movie where it's set in a house and he's got traps all around the house. I'm not saying it has to go on for a massive amount of time, and it can be more of a mental type of test, more than anything. It doesn't really need to be traps in every room like Saw 2. It can be something entirely different. And so, as I said, I started writing the script for it. I didn't get very far just because I'm busy working on stuff that I'm actually trying to pursue. If I knew someone at Lionsgate and I could tell them the idea and send them the script and they said, "Oh hell yeah, man, let's go for it," definitely would do it because I would love to do a Saw movie. That'd be fucking crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna keep writing the script, and if you're interested in it, it might be a while, but if you're interested in it, let me know in the comments below, and I can share the script as soon as it's public. But that's my ideas on how to reinvent the Saw franchise. I'd love to hear your guys' ideas. In fact, Zach told me that I should interact more with you guys. So give me your ideas, and I'll make a video, kind of like a sequel to this episode later on, where I'll go through your guys' ideas and I'll go through like if I think they're a good idea or a bad idea. I won't like completely shit on them, but I'll like try to build on them and say like, this is why this one might not work, but I'll give you guys the credit though. Being creative is definitely something good for the brain. So let's do that. Let's make that a little test. Type down below your idea for how to reinvent the Saw franchise, and we'll re-explore this idea together as a Saw community, because we all love Saw, but we all fucking hate Jigsaw. Am I right? Probably not. I know a few people that like Jigsaw, but I didn't really like it. But Spiral I liked. If you haven't seen Spiral, go check that out. And if you want to see me write this script and finish it, let me know, and I'll do that. And then also, again, type down in the comments below your idea for how to reinvent the Saw franchise, and I'll explore it in a future episode. Alright, Mike, for Live Free, redoing Reels, peace out. Oh, and now that I'm at the end, you can subscribe. Now I can say that. Alright, peace.